Good morning, everybody. Welcome to My Creative Time with Emma, and also welcome to another Make It Manly. This week we are going to be doing all Easter themed projects, and today's going to be a fun one because we are doing non-traditional Easter colors. Now I'm thinking about, I'm not sure if mine are so non-traditional, but we're going to go with it anyway. So basically our intent today is for us to create basically masculine cards, so because those are the hardest to create. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in. I'm going to show you everything I'm using. I'm using my 4-inch circle card dies, and this basically comes with an entire like a card base, and then it also comes with 4 embossed layering dies and 4 stitch layering dies. Now this is going to be back in stock in 2 weeks. I've been getting so many emails about this one along with the other one that I'm using. Let's see, where is it at? Here it goes, right here. This one here, the circle card add-ons. This actually coordinates with these two, kind of go hand in hand. They coordinate with each other. This is that 4-inch circle that you could go ahead and layer right on top so you can have a perfect circle card. So anyways, I am using that 4-inch circle and also the scallop one. And like I said, these two will be back in stock in 2 weeks, okay? So anyways, I'm also using my Happy Easter dies. And then I'm using mini bow dies. Now these also will be back in stock in 2 weeks, okay? And I use these 3 at the bottom. Now these 3 layered together. This piece right here will work with this one and the bigger one, the 2 big ones. Okay, that's the bottom layer for both of them. So I'm using these right here for my card today. And then I'm using my bunny lollipop holder die, but I'm not using the entire thing as an actual lollipop. All I did was I cut out from here up, just the cutie patootie little head, okay? And then I'm using my pretty egg tag dies. I'm only using the smaller egg today. And then I'm using my painting bunnies. So I decorated the inside with this egg, along with the sentiment, may your basket always be filled with joy, hope, and love. That's the sentiment we're using, that we use on the inside. And then to decorate the back of my card, I use this adorable little bunny. This is from my mini stitch lollipop holder die. I absolutely love this die because you have all those little extras to work with, okay? So let's go ahead and get this card together. Now I was super excited to start this card because I just love the way how it's gonna be in my brain. So I already started it by accident because I was, like I said, I was so excited to create this card that I actually started it. So I decorated the inside already. So let me show you. So basically what I did was I went ahead and I kind of put the little egg off like to the right. And what I did was you could use your Misties. So I used my little stamping tool, and I went ahead and I put the magnets on these 2 pieces, the stitched and the egg. I kind of arranged it how I wanted it. And then I went ahead and I used this ink here, my Coffee Ranger Archival ink. This is my favorite ink of all time. I love the Ranger Archival ink. So I used that. So what I did was I went ahead and I stamped it with the egg on first, and then I removed the egg, and so everything stayed in place with the magnet. So I removed the egg and I stamped it again. So this way we could get all of the outer ones to, out of the outer letters, I should say, to go on the right portion. So when you go ahead and layer on the egg, you can see the whole thing like you stamped it all at once, okay? I love the way this came out. So that is the inside. And then the back, we're gonna go ahead and use this adorable little bunny here. And what I did, because there's a little heart, I'm not sure if you can see, the little heart pops out. So I just went ahead and just put a little piece of tape back there just to kind of go ahead and hold it together. And then what I'm gonna do, I am gonna go ahead and just use my little glossy accents adhesive here. Let me just and we're just gonna go and just put this down on the back. Let's just go ahead and put this on here. Let me get my little tweezers here. Okay, so this, I kind of make sure this is gonna be straight like so in the back. And then this here, you see when you when this is the actual 4-inch circle, and then when you have to score it yourself, because that's such a little small portion. I didn't have that score line included because I didn't want it to tear apart. I wasn't sure if it would or not, but just to be on the safe side, I didn't. So when you definitely get this, you're gonna have, it comes like when you cut it out, it'll come out like this, and you want to score the center of it, okay? So I think that should do. Isn't that super duper adorable? What we're gonna do, we are, before, let me think. Before I start putting everything on, I want to put everything on here first. So here, I use some, I don't know what this is called, but it's like shimmer cardstock that I had from, I got this from Stampin' Up! Like eons ago. And I'm still trying to work my way through, and I think I'm actually finally almost done using it. When I get good stuff, I like to hoard it. And it lasts me literally for years. I've had it. So I kind of go, I don't even think I ever ordered another one because I've gone through that. It's taken me a really long time to go through it. So we're going to go ahead and do this first. This is that one that's in the circle card add-ons. This is that perfect square, I'm sorry, the perfect 4-inch circle. So this way, because when you score it, it has that. And of course that's okay, but I'd rather it be, see, and it fits beautifully and perfectly right over that, okay? But before we do that, we're gonna go ahead and put our little, the top portion together first, because I kind of want it to just make sure it's straight. So this, I'm gonna go ahead and have, this is gonna be probably a little off center, like so. Let me grab some tape here. So this is gonna be off center, okay? Now what I did was, the little holes pop out because that's where you're supposed to tie it through for your lollipop holder. But I left the little holes back in, and again, I used some little, just some regular Scotch tape for that. So I'm gonna use, this is a very thin pop-up tape. I'm gonna go ahead and put this behind here. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this up just a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this on here really quick on the back here. Okay, now that we have all of our little pieces on the back, so I want to, let's see, we're gonna kind of just put this off. Let me see, because this little bow is gonna go here, so. Probably right there, just like so, okay? Now that I have that straight, what I wanna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put adhesive in the back, and then we're gonna put this on here. I just wanted to put that little guy on straight first, because I wanted to make sure when you open up the inside of the card, the sentiment wouldn't be all crooked, you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't like kind of go off to the side. So this is gonna go, oopsie, whoo, I almost did it on the wrong side. All right. And then this is gonna go like so. There we go. So this way, I just wanted to make sure when you open it, perfect. Okay. There we go. Okie dokie. So now we could go ahead and put everything on. So this is probably, and let's see. So this is just going to go basically straight on top. And what I did was I went ahead, I cut this out twice, and I went ahead and I cut it out in the chocolate cardstock and the blue, and the chocolate I put underneath, and I just kind of off-centered it so this way you could see it better on there. Like there's a little shadow. And then for here, and then what I did was I went ahead and I colored it using my little clear Wink of Stella. I colored that just to give it some sparkle. Hopefully you can see that, the little sparkle in the camera there. And then with the happy, I went ahead and I cut it out a couple of times. But as you could see, I'm not sure if you could see them, get my little, you see how one side's higher than the other? So what I did was I cut this out. I layered it, let's see, 2 times here. And then another 2 times, but what I did was I cut it not completely in half, so this way when it does come up here, it could actually lay like perfectly like so, okay? So now I'm gonna kind of guide where I want everything to be. Let's see, let me see. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and probably just use regular, I think I'm going to put this down with my regular adhesive. This is just my regular glossy accents. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and just put this glossy accents behind this whole thing. Okie dokie, so let's get this here. Let me see. I think that should do. Hopefully that's... Okay, so while that's drying, we're gonna go ahead and get this down here. Let's go ahead and just put this down. We're gonna, again, use my handy dandy glossy accents. That is my favorite adhesive to use. Okay, so let me grab this other little magnet. So I'm gonna put this on here just to let that dry just for a few seconds. Okay, so I'm getting ready. I went ahead and I put adhesive. I kind of put more adhesive just at the top portion and just maybe a couple of dots at the bottom of this, the little happy cutout here. Okay, so let me go ahead. I think these should all be good. Let's go ahead and move all of these out just like so. And then this is just going to basically just go right on top. Happy Easter. And I love that it's actually like, you know, kind of go over the little Easter a little bit. You know, just kind of, I like the way it hangs over, I should say, the little Easter portion of that. Okay, so that should be good. And I think that's it. That is our super easy little masculine Easter card. Isn't that super sweet with the little sparkle? And you can kind of pop that up a little bit like so. I love these little bows because they'll go flat in the mail. And that's it, everybody. That is our little masculine card here for you today. Here goes the inside, and that's super cute. And then here goes the back portion of this. And again, these 4-inch circle card dies will be back in stock in 2 weeks, I should say. And along with basically what you see here, the little scallop ones and the little mini bow dies. And I love the way we kind of off-centered it. I think it came out super duper cute. So that is it for today, everybody. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Don't forget to head on over to my blog at www.creativeTimeForMe.com to see what the rest of my amazing team has for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a fabulous day, and I will see you all back here soon. Bye-bye.